Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob, and this video we're going to discuss what we can expect to see now that the trailer's been officially announced or there's an official release coming. Okay guys, welcome back. So now that we know we're getting a trailer, what can we expect to see? Well, here's what I think. Obviously, I think this is obvious. We're gonna get the trailer that was leaked, the second one. I don't think we're gonna get the Comic-Con one from 2012. That video was only a minute and a half long. And this new trailer was that was listed on the Alberta website is listed to be, I believe it was 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and I believe the leaked second trailer was about the same length, give or take a second or two. Now, this doesn't mean that we're not going to see Kaiju, because I was kind of thinking about it last night. I'm like, if they're going to show the second trailer leak, there was no Kaijus in that trailer. But they may not have thrown in the CG. So that doesn't necessarily mean we're not going to see the second. It doesn't necessarily mean we're not going to see a Kaiju. I would think Warner Brothers and Legendary are smarter than that. They wouldn't deny the fan base an opportunity to see at least a part of Big G. But let me tell you something. Honestly, in my opinion, I'm actually more interested in seeing the Mutos. It's not that I'm not interested in seeing Godzilla. I would love to see how he looks on screen, even some of his skin, and kind of get an idea. But if I don't see Godzilla, I'll be okay with that, because I've already kind of seen him. Where the Mutos, I have no idea what they look like, and I really, really, really want to know what they're going to look like, especially after the whole piece video that I did back on E.T. If some of you remember, or speaking about the Mutos and their link to real-life insects, which I got that information from an article that was on G Universe regarding a scientific study that was done on the silkworm and the similarities between the silkworm and how the Mutos are described in the movie. So that's why I want to see them. I want to see if there's any link there, because I know that once I see the Mutos, depending on how they look and how they are designed, if there's any link to the scientific study and the rumor that the Godzilla movie enemies were based on a real scientific insect. So that's really what I want to see. Now, I think we're going to see the Halo jump, because that scene, even with the crap views, even with the crap trailer, like the quality, it still looked like a really good scene. So I want to see that scene in its entirety, in its best format. I'm interested to see that as well. I think we're going to see a lot of what we saw on that second leak trailer. With the exception of maybe one or two things. Who knows what they edited in that trailer. When we saw that leak, it was in the middle of development. So there might be things in that trailer that we saw when it got leaked that are not going to be in this one. They could have completely gone back, and God only knows how many times they rehashed it. So we might see something completely different. We might see something that's completely identical, and we might see some things that are a little bit of both. And one thing I got to say, though, is if Warner Brothers shows this trailer and they don't show any Kaiju, like a Godzilla foot, a Godzilla tail, a Mutos leg, a Mutos face, I got to be honest, that's going to be a bit of a letdown. I don't think they'll do that at this point. I'm pretty sure now they're well aware of the big buzz going on with the movie, and people have been waiting for a trailer and all this stuff. So I don't think they'll be that dumb. They'll catch a lot of backlash for that. Now, overall, I think going forward, I think we're going to get I think once the floodgates are open, we're going to see a lot of Godzilla. If Pacific Rim is any indication of how they're going to market this movie now that they're officially releasing this first trailer, you could expect a lot of trailers, a lot of TV spots as we get closer to the movie, a lot of different things being uploaded. I would love to see them take the Godzilla Encounter website and do something with that. I would love to see a Godzilla website. Look, so some nice information, maybe a plot synopsis, something a little bit better detailed than what we've been getting. But to be honest, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that's fact. They could release this trailer and then not release another one for 3 months. But something tells me they're going to hit the ground running for the new year. I think they're banking on Godzilla to be their smash hit next year. I think 300 Rise of an Empire is going to be like I think it's going to be a success for them. I think it's going to do well. There's no Gerard Butler, but those kinds of movies seem to do pretty well, those graphic novel movies. Obviously, 300 was a big hit when it came out. It is a very good movie. But I think now that they know the kind of buzz they've generated, now that they know that people want this, now that they know that people are going nuts, I think they're going to hit the ground running because, again, they know they're competing with X-Men. They know they're competing with The Amazing Spider-Man. So now you have to you're going to get people's attention with this trailer. The key going forward is holding on to that attention. Making people, we're excited about Spider-Man, but damn, did you see that new Godzilla trailer? Oh my God, did you see the website? They showed it. Because it's something people haven't seen. People have seen Spider-Man. And I'm not I'm not downgrading Spider-Man. I'm not trying to make it sound like it's not significant. It is. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I am going to go see that movie a week before I see Godzilla. But the point I'm trying to make is that we've seen Spider-Man before. People haven't seen a new Godzilla movie since '98. And a lot of people have chosen to brain dump that movie to begin with. So really, 2004 is your last Japanese movie. But now people know you're not getting a suit. People know he's not going to look like a giant lizard. Now that people know this, and even the general audiences, the people who are mild fans, are going to start, once they see this trailer, they're going to catch the fever. And if Warner Brothers is smart, they will grab their attention, people's attention, and keep it. And the way you keep people's attention with a movie like this is the way they tried to market Pacific Rim and the way they tried to market Prometheus, where they just kept saturating people with it. I think that's what they're going to do with Godzilla. Now, the other thing is they don't want to oversaturate it because too much of something good is bad for you. I think, in my opinion, we will see a total of 4 trailers between now and the movie release. As we get closer to the movie release, we're going to get, obviously, commercial spots. There is a novelization coming out for the movie, I think, sometime before the movie comes out. I think it was April, I heard. I don't remember 100%, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Just give me that date in the comments, if you will. And, I think that's I think that is perfectly fine. If I get 4 Godzilla trailers in the span of the next 6 months, because it will be it's pretty much 6 months from the 16th of this month. If I get 4 Godzilla trailers in 6 months, a couple of TV spots, a website, I'm satisfied. Really, I am. I'm satisfied. I would like to see a trailer that focuses on what the humans are doing. I want to see a trailer focused on the kaiju, and then I want to see 2 trailers with a decent combination of both. If they don't show Godzilla's face, I'm perfectly fine with that. I understand. But I do want to see the Mutos. I'm not, especially if they're a group, because if they're a group, then at least show me 1 or 2. Give me an idea of what I'm looking at. But don't not show me the Mutos. I need to know what these monsters look like. And I don't want them to make the trailers so that it looks like it's just a big monster brawl, because we know it's not. Based on the synopsis, based on the trailer, the leaked one I'm talking about, it's not just a monster romp. It looks like it's going to be a dark story involving monsters that are a result of our negligence to nature and to fiddling with things that we shouldn't fiddle with. And I want them to convey that in the trailer the best way possible, because I want this movie to succeed. I want this movie to do 300 million domestic, over $1 billion worldwide. It's going to do more money worldwide, no matter what people think. It's going to do more money worldwide because Godzilla is a worldwide icon. And because most people in America who are just mild Godzilla fans, or just general people who know of him, initially will not take this movie seriously. They may not even go see it at all because they might think it's a guy in a big rubber suit, even though it's going to be obvious that he's CG. But still, people who are just a general audience, especially if they grew up in the 70s and they weren't huge Godzilla fans, but they kind of just watched the movies here and there, they're not, I don't think, going to come out and run to see it right away. I think that they'll probably be a little bit reserved about it. There are going to be some G fans who are so annoyingly hardcore that they're still not over the whole 98 movie. They're still butthurt over that. And they're going to reserve their, they're going to sit back and wait a couple of weeks to see how the movie does. There are some people who go directly based on critics. And if the critics give it a bad review, they'll probably won't see it, or they'll wait till Blu-ray. And I don't know if critics, even themselves, are going to have they're going to prejudge the movie, because Godzilla traditionally, to other people who are not G fans like we are, is not perceived to be anything worthy of cinema. And again, that's some critics and some major players in Hollywood. We know better. We know that the craft that the Japanese put into these films is very unique, very, very original. And when you talk about the standards for cinema in the days that these movies were made, those standards are pretty high, and they stuck to tradition going into the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. But I think Gareth Edwards is taking this movie in the right direction. I think we need to upgrade Godzilla. We need to bring him into our timeline. We need to make him something more than what he used to be. And I think, based on the leak trailers, and hopefully based on what we see in this new one that's going to be coming out within the next week, hopefully that's what we can get out of it. So, overall, obviously, like I've said in my other video, I think between now and obviously next Friday being The Hobbit, I thought The Hobbit was going to have an early release on Wednesday, but it looks like I'm wrong. So, but still, fortunately for me, I'm actually off on a Friday. So I want to go see The Hobbit anyway, so I'm going to try and catch that first showing on Friday. I want to see the trailer, and I want to see the movie, and you can believe I'm going to do a review about the trailer. Maybe I'll even do a live stream. I don't know. We'll see. But there's going to be a lot to talk about after that trailer, because even if it is very closely linked to the second leak trailer, now we're going to get a better view of it. It is obviously a more detailed trailer than the 2012 concept, and hopefully they throw some kaijus in there so we can get a better idea just exactly of what the humans and Godzilla are up against. And that's basically it. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Sorry for the long video, but as I said, we'll still be talking. We'll obviously, going forward, talk about some more Godzilla, and looking forward to the trailer. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next video.